Oh, the non-leaguer's going to do it again.
They beat Coventry, which is always talked about around the club every time the FA Cup's about, but we're hoping now that we made our own little bit of history.
They're through to the last 16 of the FA Cup.
The gaffer loves a cup run. Ever since I've been at the club, he's been desperate to do well in the FA Cup, and this year was no different. He sat us down at the start of the season and said he would like to get to the third round of the FA Cup.
Yeah, you could say it's gone well for me, scoring in every round apart from the last one. But it's great for the rest of the lads as well, being able to show what they can do and playing well every game, because everyone's played fantastic every game.
We pulled leads and everyone said we had no chance to enjoy the day, but as soon as we see their team that we knew we had a chance. And if I'm honest, it was probably the easiest game in the FA Cup we had. They had a lot of the ball, but they never really tried to get in behind us. They never really put a lot of balls in the box, and it was quite a comfortable afternoon. On the day we fully deserved to win. And then obviously we pulled Arsenal, and it was a dream tie for everyone at the club, and for us to have 3 or 4 Arsenal lads obviously makes it that little bit extra special.
I was there from the age of 9 to 19. It's unbelievable, the feeling being able to play against Arsenal again for the first time since I left. It's going to be unbelievable.
I've been there from when I was 11 years old. Recently left about 3 seasons ago now. It's one of the ones where obviously I came through the ranks, and I was been there for a long time. When I left, I didn't think I'll play against Arsenal, because obviously Arsenal's a top team, and it's one of the ones where when the draw came out, I was just overwhelmed. Yeah, I'll say hello, because obviously you have to say hello to old managers, because it's a bit of respect. Obviously, he brought me through.
Steve Bowley was my coach growing up from under 18s. I feel like he taught me how to become a man in the game, really. So I'll always be thankful to those guys that helped me to get where I am.
Just can't believe it, really. Can't believe I'm going to be playing against them. I played with Oxlade-Chamberlain, Kieran Gibbs, because obviously they're kind of my age group and that. Francis Coquelin, I came through with him, so obviously I'll speak to him a lot. I know if I play against Coquelin, I know what he can do. I know he's sharp, so I actually have to be on my A game.
They're going to think, what is this? Their stadiums that they play at are second to none. Emirates is a great stadium. So when they come here, it's going to be a culture shock for them, and hopefully we can take that and catch them cold on the pitch.
It's obviously an old ground, the changing rooms are a lot smaller than they're used to, but the pitch is first class. I'm sure they've got one at their training ground, so it won't be a massive shock to them. The pitch, a lot of people keep saying it's a leveller. No, I'm sure they'll enjoy it.
Definitely help them, because Arsenal are a technical team, and we know what they can do. They can play. They'll play out from the back, or they can play on the grass. There'll be no bubbles. It'll suit them more or less.
At London Code, they have a 3G, 4G pitch, so they're probably going to train on it. They'll probably be used to it or whatnot, but hopefully they're not. And it does work in our advantage like the other rounds.
We bring hands in front, arms folded. That'll do, yeah. Perfect.
We worked so hard, obviously, to get to the 5th round, and we was all desperate to get one of the big boys, and thankfully we did. But I think after 30 seconds, the phone started, and I think from that day it hasn't stopped.
This is you just walking in along.
Doing all interviews and all this media work and stuff, it just shows myself and the team are doing stuff well, because obviously if we weren't doing well, then no one would be here interviewing us and wanting to speak to us.
It's 15 minutes of fame, so I suppose you take it while you can, and after the Arsenal game, I'm sure if we don't win, life will go back to normal.
People probably think it's Arsenal now, we're probably going to lose, but we're not thinking that. Definitely not going to go into the game thinking this is going to be our last game in the FA Cup, because I don't want this cup run to end anytime soon. Obviously, it's a bit sweeter that it's going to be against Arsenal, that I can show what I can do and if it was the right or wrong reason to let me go. But at the end of the day, it's another game for me to show not just Arsenal, the world, what I can do.
I wouldn't have something to prove against Arsenal or Arsene Wenger, stuff like that. It's one of the ones where I just have to show other people that I can still do it. I can have another chance in playing in league football, and that's what I'm willing to do.
Realistically, this is probably our cup final, but you never know what happens on the day. Everyone thought Wimbledon and Leeds were our cup final, and we managed to get past them.
If they come out here and disrespect us, so to say, and put out a young team like Leeds did, then you never know what can happen.